hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. I am back. Butterfly Girl, where have you been, love? Glad you're back. I'm back. If you were here on what Tuesday, I had some technical difficulties. We had some storms, I had some internet issues. That's all behind us now. So the storms that we just had some more storms actually, but thank goodness the internet issues have been solved. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go on because while I was at work, Spectrum sent you know how they send the text messages out saying that there was a loss of service. So I guess that's why I was having all those issues yesterday too. I don't know what's going on with Spectrum, but uh, last couple of days they've been sending me messages talking about outages of service. So everything's been okay today. Keep your fingers crossed. Joey said, aloha to the best channel. I love you and you can't stop me. All right, Joey, I'm still waiting on my wedding ring. You promised me that you were going to marry me. You have left me standing here at this altar, this YouTube altar, crying and just waiting for you, Joey. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So as you enter the chat room, folks, I'm glad you're here. And I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So yay. So I don't have to rush off. Hit that little thumb. That is the like button, folks, and that tells YouTube um, that you are most assuredly enjoying this content. And hey, the more that you leave comments, the more that you hit the little thumb, hey, YouTube shares the channel out with more people. And we do not want to remain stagnant. We want to continue to grow. And I'm loving it. So I will do the roll call momentarily. So if you hit that little thumb, some of you told me you had some problems finding it. You have to be signed into your Gmail for you to do anything with YouTube because, of course, Google owns YouTube. So yeah, Joey, oh, you're still coming, Joey? Okay, I'm still at this YouTube altar, Joey. I haven't received my engagement ring. I haven't received anything, Joey, so I'm still waiting. Okay, so if you want me to call your name out during the roll call, just say hello. Just send an emoji so I can see who's here. If not, I will not know. All right, Lord Jammer, how are you doing? Okay, Mayor is here as well. Tube Steak, how you doing? Butterfly Girl, of course. Joey Senna, my future husband, is here. The Baldwin Birds is here. How you doing, love? Chris is here. James is here, of course. James, yes, Google runs the world, unfortunately. Jeez. So we need for that to change. So, traveling mom, how are you doing? Um, and I'm going to give you a few more moments. Uh, if you will, if you have Facebook, if you have Truth Social, I'm going to try again tomorrow to join. I don't know. Every time I try to join Truth Socials, it just freezes. So, um, I don't know. I'll keep trying um, to see what the problem is. All right, here we go. Look at the title and tell me what your thoughts are. I told you I would start covering this a little bit more. And so let's see where we are. All right. Donna, how you doing, love? Thanks for joining. Hit that little thumb. That is the like button. Okay. Okay, Amazon. Yeah, James, Amazon. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, Amazon as well. They rule the world. Hey, when I was a kid, Kmart was running the world. Now I know I'm dating myself a bit, but that's okay too. Primarily, James, most of them are in California. Yes, primarily. All right. So look at the title. Excuse me. ICE shuts down Home Depot store, so they're making that like ground their headquarters. Okay, they've been raiding taco trucks, and deporting parking lots full of migrants. And again, I'll share some videos with you. They're all over TikTok. They're like everywhere. Okay. And so you'll see the ICE agents. Tijuana border jumper, how are you? Someone said, "Hey, Lynn, I don't know who it is because for some reason your name's not showing. Tell me who you are. How you doing, dear? Whoever you are, how are you?" Excuse me. All right, so I was going to go over this to start with, and it's CNBC. So Tube Steak. Tube Steak said that the Home Depots in North Carolina are the same. Excuse me, Tube Steak. That's where I live, dear. I primarily shop at Lowe's because they're Lowe's. They're almost like Walmart. They're just have several locations. Where I live, Home Depot is kind of, I have to go further. Excuse me, to get to it. So, Trish, how are you? All right. As soon as I come on now, my voice wants to start, and I've been fine all day. So tell me what your thoughts are. Oh, James, I know that. That's why a lot of people are like, "What?" Tell me what your thoughts are before I get into the article, folks. Share this stream out on your social media pages. Hey, if you've been watching for a while and you enjoy the content, um, hey, go ahead and subscribe and share on your social media pages. I say the more the merrier. So, Chris says, why didn't I get a notification? Chris, you know how YT is. I didn't do it. Tijuana, you're fine, dear. You made it on time, but I know people are busy, so that's fine. Who is, I finally get to tap in. Okay, Nikki. Okay. It's not showing your name. All right. Hit that little thumb, Nikki. Nikki, share this on your Facebook page, please, now that you are in. Tell people to like, comment, share, and subscribe, please, ma'am. Thank you. All right. So we've been talking about this ongoing issue, right, with illegal immigration. We've talked about how illegal immigration has harmed American workers. And that's right, James. Thank you. Aurelius, how you doing, love? And we've been talking about, now that a lot of these jobs that Americans did not have access to. Now we're not talking now. I had someone tell me, well, no one wants those jobs. Now, I'm not really focusing on the agriculture jobs because it would be pretty hard to get some Americans to go and do that. I mean, you would really have to raise the rates, okay? Because I was looking at some videos on some migrants that were doing that type of work, and Americans, okay, yeah, you're going to have to pay them a lot more. Yeah. Chris, make sure you have it on all notifications, dear. Okay. All right. So Home Depot again is becoming headquarters in some states for ICE. And so some of the recent ICE raids in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles area Home Depot store parking lots have sparked a lot of protests. We know that, national headlines, but also calling to question a day labor market that has been critical to the U.S. economy. Hispanic Construction Council research estimates a nationwide construction workforce shortage of 500,000 workers. Now, I'm going to let you type in the comment section. Why do you think we have such a shortage of construction workers? Nikki, okay, you're welcome. I'm not sure why my name. Yeah, your name's not showing up. Go ahead and share it on Facebook, please, dear. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's not showing up. No, there's no profile picture, nothing. So there's that. So someone type and let me know. James, Trump is not changing agriculture jobs. They are still available. Yeah, they're still there. I'm just saying, to get Americans to go into those fields to get the agriculture jobs, they're gonna have to raise that wage. So Thank you, Nikki. All right. No one has typed it in the comment section. Why do you think there's a nationwide shortage of over what 500,000 construction workers? It says fear in the community will delay construction projects across the country that are already behind schedule. So again, they're going to have to start paying a little bit more, folks. Home improvement store parking lots were once teeming with aspiring laborers looking for a day's work. Contractors needing temporary help would swing by and scoop up a few workers for the day, and a symbiotic ecosystem thrive. So obviously, this is common, right? Workers could snag a day's pay, and contractors could get cheap temporary help without all the paperwork. So now, I've been saying from day one, all right, that these employers need to be held accountable as well. James, because Americans went to universities and got in debt instead of working. James, hey, I'm not arguing with you because since what was it? No Child Left Behind. I think that was 1996 ish. I think that was Bush #2. They had, this model. All American students are going to a 4-year university, and we know it failed miserably. There's nothing wrong with vocational schools. There's nothing wrong with trade schools, our community colleges. So you kind of feel like, you feel bad for the people who did go into debt because they were fed a lie that, you have to get a 4-year university. And, they sort of look down upon community colleges, with the 2-year degrees. But hey, the trade schools and the people that go to the community colleges are making big bucks. If you've had to call a HVAC person recently, an electrician, a plumber, in the last month, I've had all of those. Tijuana border jumper, I had to reconfigure to show my handle. YouTube is trying to expose people by names. Really, Tijuana? What the heck are they doing? God. Oh my God. James, I'm serious. A friend began a plumbing company when we were 17. He's freaking rich now. James, yeah, because hey, he didn't listen to what he was being told. Chicago Hood, how you doing, love? That's okay. We're just glad you're here and you're safe. So look at this, folks. Since President Trump was reelected, labor experts have warned of unpredictable outcomes for sectors dependent on immigrant labor, including construction and residential housing. The recent immigration and customs enforcement raids in Los Angeles areas near Home Depot or store parking lots sparked protests and put a nationwide pall over the day laborer community. But beyond the deployment of troops and political finger pointing, labor experts say that the Home Depot parking lot sweeps could have wide-ranging effects on whether critical work in the U.S. gets done. Now, type in the comment section. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. What do you think these employers should do? James, new policy on this platform showing names. Oh, okay, James. All right. Mayor, my son-in-law went to trade school, no debt. They make a ton of money. Mayor, say it. Say it again for the people in the back. And I told you, as an educator, most of you know I teach high school, getting ready to start year 28 in another month or so. I tell students, don't go out here and go in debt. Trish, say it for the people in the back. How about hire Americans? Now, again, you're going to have to increase the wage, right? And so this is what I tell students frequently. I have a student who wanted to go into culinary arts. She wants to be a chef. She told me she was going to Johnson and Wales, a for-profit university. And for those of you who do not know, if you have a child or a grandchild who's looking at going to college, and this is my little shameless plug because I have to push to community colleges. Hey, I told her, I said, look, she was from a single parent home, and I was talking to her. I'm like, why are you going into all of that debt? And her mother nice lady, but she's a teaching assistant, and she wasn't able to save any money. I mean, I told her you'll be paying for that student debt from now until the rapture. Literally. Um, James, they are great if you have the money. And that's not the issue, James. I don't, if your parents were not able to save money for you to attend, say, a Johnson and Wales, then you need to go to CCCC, which is Central Carolina Community College, one of the community colleges here where we live. And we also have Fayetteville Technical Community College. So they have a culinary program as well. So I'm not knocking the schools saying that they're bad. They're bad financially if your parents were unable to save money. And so I steer all of my students to, community colleges. Or how you doing, Portola 45? Portola says, I learned more at my local community college than the 4-year college that I transferred to. Boom. Smart, Patola, and I bet you're not in a lot of debt too. James, you want to know what ruined being a chef? The freaking chef TV shows. Yeah, James, it did kinda. So let me finish reading this. Hit the like button. Those of you who have Truth Social, please share this out. How you doing, Lord Jammer? Lord Jammer, do you have Truth Social? When we share it on Truth Social, we get a lot of interaction. So whoever has it, please share for me. I will try again to join. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. If you have Facebook, share it on Facebook as well. All right. So here we go. George Carrillo, CEO of the Hispanic Construction Council, estimates there are tens of thousands of parking lot day laborers across the country, and that the recent ICE raids will have a chilling effect that ripples through the entire economy. We have members reaching out to us, seeing what they should do. They are scared, Carrillo said. And again, we may feel bad for these people, but you have to come into the country legally. Robert said, get them out of here. Oh, Gordon Rand. Yeah, James. Yeah. And then the guy, Bourdain, Anthony Bourdain, the guy who unalived himself. I actually went to visit the culinary college that he attended, upstate New York. I actually went there to visit that campus. It's beautiful. The practice of workers gathering in home improvement store parking lots seem to seek employment. Oh my, some of this now. I'm reading this the way this NBC reporter wrote it, but they have a few typos on here, but I'm letting you know it's not me. So the practice of workers gathering in home improvement store parking lots to seek employment is a long-standing part of the labor landscape, and many of these workers come from Latin American countries, including Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, which are among the countries targeted by the Trump administration's tightening immigration policies. So again, that's fine, but you still have to come in legally. And again, this is what the American people voted for. This was the referendum that they gave President Trump. So he's just following through. Alligator Alcatraz for the win. How you doing, Baldwin Birds? Okay. Anthony Bourdain was awesome. Yeah, I used to watch his show. Yeah. Send all the misfit toys to Alligator Alcatraz. Boom. All right. Where is it? They're trying to earn a living and have a tough decision to make. Pop my head out and get deported, or don't and can't support my family, Carrillo said. Carrillo said he's learning more and more reports of ICE raids targeting construction sites where whole groups of workers are rounded up. And again, folks, sorry, not sorry. I told you I'm going to work on this tomorrow since I'm not working. I'm going to try to get a list. And if I can find the name of the construction site or business, the state, the city, I will come on and say, hey, American men, boom, they need help here. All right. So these are opening up jobs for Americans. And again, we're not against immigrants, but we are pro-Americans. So that's just where we are. It's just a holding place before getting deported. Okay. I was just going to say, yes, Butterfly Girl. Yes. Aurelius, deport, deport, deport. Boom. Tina, how you doing, love? Uh, should have taken the 1,000 and self-deported. Yes, Mayor. Hey, you have choices and options to make. Dorian, it's over, Democrats. Nobody believes in you anymore. You better believe that. The day laborer crackdown will exasperate an already tenuous labor market in the U.S. The Hispanic Construction Council estimates a nationwide construction workforce shortage of 500,000 workers. So again, hey, that's 500,000 jobs that American men could be hired in. I'm just saying. Carrillo says that construction projects were 14% behind schedule when Trump took office, but that has now risen to 22% as deportations and immigration enforcement have thinned out the construction labor market. Hey, I just said I know where they can find some workers. So American men, again, you need to be diligent. Some you may have to relocate. We're getting farther behind on projects, and we're seeing across the country wherever there is a crackdown, people are not showing up for work. Yeah, a lot of people are going into hiding, and you have some of these leftist loonies hiding these people. And now, if you were not here, we did a video last night. This goon created this iPhone app, this iOS app, and it alerts people. People can share it. Hey, there are ICE agents here. That gives people a time to make a clean getaway, or they could actually try and set up or lie in wait for ICE agents. So it's a dangerous situation. It's becoming more dangerous by the day. Tina, over 6 million Americans went into poverty under the Biden administration. Now maybe we can get some Americans on their feet. Boom. That's what I'm saying. I see this. And sorry that these people, and they keep talking about the workforce, the workforce, the workforce. What about these people who are working and they've SA'd children and committed other heinous crimes? You don't care about that. You just want them here to do that work, right? Because it's cheap labor. Okay, gotcha. James, yes. James, wait. James said I'm sexist. James said, what about American women? Yes, James, my dear. Sorry, I didn't mean to be sexist. James, you're going to wind up in the corner again. I'm just, James, and I know women as well, but most of the jobs I've been talking about, because they're always talking about, oh, we can't find men and Americans are so lazy. No more American babies for illegals. No. No more anchor babies. That's done. Yes. The Dems live in the land of make-believe. Yeah, with a bunch of fairies floating around. All right, James. I hope I corrected my wrong. So he added, if the smaller subcontractor can't get those jobs done, it has a ripple effect throughout the construction industry. And we just gave them the solution. Hire Americans. So I'll start saying hire Americans so James won't get upset with me. Yet, James, you're right. You're right. They didn't complain about the Biden invasion only now because it's Trump. Mayor, say it again for the people in the back. Landscape. So sectors where Hispanic and Latino workers constitute 30% or more of the workforce. Look at these percentages. That's why I really wanted to show you this. Maya sisters, how you doing, love? Maya, let me read Maya's comment before I continue with this graph here, this chart. I am tired of these construction business owners complaining. If you cannot hire American citizens and pay a market wage, you should not run a business. Prosecute law-breaking owners hiring illegals. Boom. Maya, do you think that Trump should start? Yes or no? So you feel that Trump should start arresting these business owners? I'm asking for a friend. And Maya, you haven't been here, but once you type your response, I'll tell you where I feel, how I feel about that. Lamont, how you doing? All of you coming in, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. Lamont, sure. Okay, dear. Look at this, folks. Landscaping, 47%. Janitorial services, 45. Services to private households, 40%. Animal slaughtering, processing, 40%. Those are decent paying jobs. And how you doing, Laurie? I had someone say, well, who wants to work in a processing plant? It was, of course, a loony. And I said, look, a job is a job and all money is green. Laurie, I just sent you little kitty cats there, dear. So thank you, Lamont. A job is a job. And like I tell my students, I told you, I help students get jobs. Yes, Lamont. So a job is a job, and you can't turn your nose up at certain jobs. Sometimes you have to make do. Look at this: cutting, sewing, apparel, 39%. Industrial bakeries, 30. Look at these percentages: warehousing, storage, 37. Barbershops, 37. Car washes, 35. Construction, 35. Traveler accommodation, hotels, 33%. Sewing, needlework, 32. Miscellaneous, non-metallic mineral product manufacturing, 32%. Lord Jammer, that's what we're saying. Lamont, I worked at a processing plant, Koch Foods. Lamont, I did a video on them. Pay me fair and I'm there. Boom. Oh, wow. Administrative support services, 32. Shoe stores, 32. Dry cleaning, laundry services, 31. Retail bakeries, 30. Restaurants, other food services, 30. Crop production, 30. So let me see. And this is CNBC, all right? Foreign-born Hispanic workers account for almost 10% of the entire U.S. workforce. So nearly 20% of the U.S. workforce is foreign-born, and almost half of those foreign workers identify as Hispanic or Latino. Okay, so you see the breakdown here. So yeah, Americans who vote for Democrats, whether you know it or not, you've been replaced, because these numbers are increasing for illegals. And then they're not really showing the Haitians and the other folks that came over illegally. Okay. So yeah, I don't need to read all of that, but I did want to show you those charts. The percentages are high because they refuse to pay true Americans fair wages and health insurance benefits, among other things, such as overtime, paid time off. Boom. My girl. You're welcome, Laurie. Also, they know they love hiring people who are illegal. They're not going to complain. They're not going to the EEOC. They're not filing any lawsuits. You can treat them like crap. And they're here illegally. They're just, glad they're making money. So they're not going to say anything. American people, you have to sort of kind of treat halfway decent, right? Lamont, money is green and it gets the bills passed. That's what I tell people. You don't look down your nose at some jobs. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for the super chat, love. I am sending you some hearts at this moment in the comment section. Tijuana says, I learned a trade, pipe fitting, on the job. $9.18 for 3 months orientation, $14.85 out in the field as an apprentice, topped out at $62.50 after 4 years as a journeyman pipe fitter. Boom. Tijuana, you're doing just fine. So you didn't have to go to a 4-year college and go in $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 worth of debt. That is crazy. Boss Chick, how are you? Lord Jammer, Americans want that mean green. Give it to us. Yeah, right. So again, you don't have to pay people who are illegal as much money. You don't have to give them all these benefits. So I say, let's hold these businesses accountable. All right. So those of you just coming, just joining, hit the like button. We're glad you're here. Let me see. So I stopped there. I'll read a little bit more. I have some videos to share with you, so I don't want to keep you forever. Jason Greer, a labor consultant and founder and CEO of Greer Consulting, says that the crackdown is causing a slowdown in construction due to a shortage in labor. Day laborers are scared to death to show up at places like Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. because they do not want to be arrested by ICE, he said. While ICE has not commented directly on the Home Depot raids, they told the Los Angeles NBC affiliate, U.S. immigrations and customs enforcement officers and agents are on the streets every day, prioritizing public safety by locating, arresting, and removing criminal alien offenders and immigration violators from our neighborhoods. ICE's statement read, all aliens in violation of U.S. immigration law may be subject to arrest, detention, and if found removable by final order removed from the U.S. Home Depot tells CNBC, while it does not allow laborers to sell their services on the premises, they are also not involved in any ICE operation. So they know what's going on. They just don't say anything. Jackie, how are you doing, love? Hit the like button. Share this on your stream, on your Facebook page. Where are we? Like many businesses, we have a long-standing no solicitation policy, which prohibits anybody from selling goods or services on our property, said a Home Depot spokesperson. And Home Depot knows what's going on. People hanging out, waiting. So they are selling their services because these companies come by and pick them up and take them to job sites. They know what's going on. They just don't stop it because those contractors are spending big bucks with them. We know the game. They paid them because they work for less. Yes. I'd also add that we're not, this is the Home Depot spokesperson. I'll also add that we're not notified when ICE activity is going to happen and we aren't involved in the operations. We instruct associates to report the incident immediately and not to engage in the activity for their safety. If associates feel uncomfortable after witnessing ICE activity, we offer them the option to go home for the rest of the day with pay. The Home Depot spokesperson said, all right. And Migrants did not respond to requests for comment. So I don't need to read all this. Okay, and I went over that. All right, because I have videos I want to share with you as well. All right, hit the like button, folks. And I will queue up the next video. Because again, they're showing us all these horrible videos and they want us to just, oh my God. Well, you know, hey, you broke the law by coming over here illegally. So when Americans break the laws, I don't see any of the libs crying. They're not going to visit them in jail. They're not putting aside $50 million, Kathy Hochul, so that they can have a legal defense paid for by the taxpayers of New York. Don't get me started on that again, folks. Tina, no, I don't either. How you doing by the time? Peace to you. That is why we must deport them so they won't mess up the marketplace. Yes. And these contractors, these companies, these businesses can start paying the American worker what they're supposed to be paying. And again, they have to pay insurance and, you know, other benefits. They need to stop being cheap. And I'm just going to show you some videos from TikTok. Aurelius, Roland, I moved to this famous Tampa from my awesome Philly to be close to my son. Can't find a job because I'm not Cuban. Aurelius, with all these jobs opening up, you might be able to. Don't give up, love. Hit the like button and share this stream out. I was in Bangor, Maine. I took 2 migrants from a restaurant. Bangor, isn't that where Stephen King is from? The famous author? I think he's from Bangor, Maine. Now that you bring up Bangor, Maine, Laurie, I think I have that right. So let me show you some of these. So ICE is on it, folks. They are on it. All right. So I'm going to show you. They are swooping in and, or here's a guy who's just running.
Bendiciones, así es mi gente, la migra, la migraña, el ice cream, el hielo, North Hollywood, Home Depot, países de los tambores que entraron hasta la tienda. Bendiciones, así es mi gente, la migra, la migraña, el ice cream, el hielo.
All right, so that's one. And here, some of these videos, people are even bringing their children And I think one of these this young boy was pepper sprayed or something. Lord said, "Run, Forrest, run!" All right, let's watch this. So they're going out there in harm's way, protesting, and then when something happens,
I'm proud. I'm proud of you for getting up each morning, even when it feels like there's no reason to. I'm proud of you for carrying the weight of everything that's trying to break you and still moving forward, even if it's only. Oh no! Hey, no, hurt the little boy. Yourself to sleep, thinking that no one would understand. You okay? I'm proud of you for every time you wanted to give up, but you didn't, even though part of it. I'm proud of you.
Well, then, why would you take a small child? We're sorry that he was sprayed, but why would you do that?
¿Qué es su nombre, señor? Nomás diga su nombre.
We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. I don't speak Spanish, sorry.
No, I'm not speaking to you.
We'll get it figured out.
We know that about 10 individuals were taken this morning. I do have their names that were given to me. Those possible people were Omar, Elmer, Antonio, Saul, and Ramiro. The phone number that those families can contact, or that I encourage you to contact, is 213-833-8283, and this is for immigration services to hopefully get in contact with these individuals. Again, we are asking that you contact this phone number if you do know these names and they were possibly taken this morning.
This is at the Home Depot.
All right. Matt Fury, how are you doing, love? Hit the like button. Also, if you are not subscribed, please do so. All right. In some of these videos, let me warn you, some people are using some pretty rough language. But hey, we know what it is. Let's look at this guy.
You can understand the ICE protests over the weekend here in Los Angeles without coming to and seeing a place like this. This is the Home Depot parking lot in the Cypress Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. And on Friday morning, before those protests began, there was reportedly an enforcement operation with federal agents where they showed up here and were looking for the day laborers. Those are not the most violent criminal offenders that Tom Homan and the Trump administration has historically said that they were targeting. It's very unusual to have an enforcement operation at a place like this. And that is the concern, that, as Tom Homan said to me,
we may be prioritizing public safety threats and national security threats, but if you're in the country legally, you're not off the table. There will be immigration enforcement.
Essentially, including working people who wait on a corner like this in order for somebody to drive by and tell them, hey, I need help at my construction project or at my house. And so that's where things have changed here, how operationally things have changed and how the feelings and the fear have increased here in Los Angeles because the posture of the federal agents has changed, especially when they show up at a place like this. You can understand the ICE protests over the...
All right, so let me show you some others. Here's one.
Yes. Hey, don't touch my stuff. All right. Don't touch my stuff. All right, okay. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Next time you do that, I'm going to take your ass down. I'm not playing with you. Don't touch my stuff. It's not yours. It's the government's. It's the government's. I'm trying to act tough. Man, this is my city, bro. This is my city.
Pussy, I'll break your door, nigga. Pussy ass nigga.
What? Ándale la verga, compa. What, you want to check my shit too? Why y'all looking for the people, pussy ass nigga? You a bitch. Look at these weirdos, bro. Hey, take that shit off, bro. I wish you would check my shit. Hey, la verga. Weird ass nigga. Y'all niggas from Texas and shit. You ain't doing shit, bro. Oh, pussy ass. Hey, don't touch my stuff.
So you see, some of these situations are volatile. Now, this ICE agent, he was trying to control himself while he's being heckled here by this guy, calling him names. So yes, Baldwin, keep them out. So oh my goodness. All right, here's another. you see the situation is becoming, more and more volatile, people would just, go. But, let me see. So I shared some with you. And this right here is a parking lot where there are normally a gazillion day laborers.
Guys, we are here at Home Depot. This guy's the only worker here that I see. Check it out. Nobody here on site.
And look at the comments. Here's Connor McFeeters saying what we're saying. Looks like jobs are opening up for the people of this country. Boom. Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
Need some workers.
I'm ready for you. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'll take care of you.
Are you? That's
yeah, my
good to
number's
hear.
right there. You just
Let me check it out. Let me check it out. He's got a truck and trailer. It says junk removal services, free estimates. Hey, call that number if you need anything. All right. Make sure you call that number if you need anything.
But okay, again, a lot of them are in hiding. So a lot of them stopped showing up. Matt Fury. Yes, Matt, you're right. Some they will raise their own children to sacrifice so they can get that check. Matt, you're right. Some people are just, they don't care as long as they're making a buck, right? Let me see. Did I show you this one?
Look at all the little government little bitches right here. Little pussies. Can't even show their faces, can't show badges, can't show nothing. Just little fucking bitches.
And we've seen that already. Okay. That was a compilation. All right. So there's some others here I wanted to show you. Hit the like button, please, folks. Share this stream out on your various forms of social media. It is very much appreciated. Okay. All right. So here is where they're hitting the taco trucks. They are because a lot of those, mobile taco truck, they hire a lot of people who are not citizens. So let me see here.
It's not a joke. They took all my employees. All of them. What the fuck? It's crazy. Within like 2 minutes.
All right, everyone. Code blue, code red, whatever you want to call it. This is what we've been fearing. I've just confirmed right now, 45 minutes ago, and I verified it with Taquero, that ICE has started to abduct taqueros at taco trucks in East LA. This happened earlier today at the Whittier Boulevard stretch on between Whittier Boulevard and Bradshaw, which is in a commercial center where there's a Target and there's a bunch of food trucks around there. I just got off the phone with Jason from Jason's Tacos. He uploaded a video on Instagram 45 minutes ago where he's just in shock. I just got off the phone with him and I got some quotes. I'm going to be working on a full story with details, but I'm just sharing this as fast as I can. Please share this. It's official that ICE is abducting taqueros in the streets of LA. According to Jason of Jason's Tacos, he says that they don't ask for anything. They rope them up and they run. If you run, they roll 10 to 15 cars deep and they park in every corner. They actually detained 4 of his clients who had just ordered food. His staff panicked and made a run for it, and that's how they got them too. He says, they busted my clients while they were ordering. I've been working on this on the truck myself. It's been slow, but today my employees wanted to work. He only had 2 employees today working. He says, quote unquote, they snatch you like a dog. 4 customers and my staff. The streets ain't safe. That's all I gotta say. Please share this.
All right. So that was his story. Where is this one? I wanted to share this one.
Come on, man. He just sat here for 2 seconds.
Not that one. Where are we? This one.
Yes.
All right. So that was another. All right. Where are we?
The food was still warm when our cameras arrived. Meat prepped for tacos, soda bottles beading with sweat in the cooler, and cash still inside the register. But today, the food truck stood empty, with no worker in sight. Community members say the truck was bustling just hours earlier. But when word spread that immigration agents were nearby, they say workers ran. And they're not the only ones feeling it. Across Southern California, other vendors are on edge, caught in between fear and the one thing these workers say they can't afford to give up: the need to keep working. We have not been able to independently confirm whether federal agents were present in the area where the food truck was located. We have reached out to Homeland Security to ask, but we have not heard back. The food was still warm when our cameras arrived.
All right. So that again, they are just rating. Let me see. Is this the one I wanted to show you? Okay. They are catching these people everywhere.
I can. Perfect. He's on what's called an order of supervision. We reserve the right to determine when or how we're going to take him back into custody if there's an imminent removal. So therefore, we have an imminent removal. We're going to put him on a flight back to Mexico.
So you guys are with ICE?
We are.
That's crazy. I'm just asking a question.
We are with ICE, ma'am.
So basically, you guys are with the government, and they're allowing you guys to pick them up.
We
Okay.
are.
No,
There
I'm just making sure. You know.
If you could turn your phone off, I would greatly appreciate it. But
You are able to. It's just for my safety, sir. We're allowed to reserve it. It's my right.
All right. Did we see this one?
It's not a joke. They used to call our employees. All of them. What the fuck? It's crazy. There's no joke. It took everybody, Kevin. No, yeah, I'm coming. I'll just put you away. Wow.
There's some guy that's upset.
ICE just pretended to be the Spanish food truck and arrested my whole work crew. What type of high-tier hijinks is 25 people arrested as ICE agents set out tamales in the middle of a net? ICE agents paint mural to Goku on the wall and catch 800 people. ICE just pretended to be the Spanish food truck and arrested my whole work.
All right. So, Beverly, how you doing, love? Welcome to the chat. All right. Okay. I think I shared the ones, and here's one right here.
Do you actually work for ICE?
No, not at all. Nope.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away, and you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
And you actually think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious. Absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally.
There you have it, everybody.
Some guy, yeah, he's going to get into some trouble. Where are we here? I had another one to show you, but oh well. Oh well. Anyway, you get the idea. You get the gist. So this is what's happening. This was the referendum. Yes, Baldwin Birds. Hey, this is what the American people wanted. And so again, they need to stop trying to make people feel so horrible. Right? All right. And he's got some, this guy has some even more footage.
ICE agents arrest taco vendors and day laborers. What's this
and a
about?
woman selling tacos detained by federal agents.
Whoa.
A chaotic scene as U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents chase after and detain at least half a dozen people at this Home Depot Monday on San Fernando Road in Cypress Park.
Who's that
Community
guy?
members trying to gather names and birth dates from those being
look at
taken
that.
into custody in unmarked vehicles.
He just rushed in.
She gone. Witnesses say they took a woman who had been here in this parking lot under the freeway selling tacos.
They got the lady who sells tacos down here at under the bridge. They got her too.
Diamond Cruz says the agents who were
Diamond Cruz. Is that a lady? I'll continue.
Arrived in several vans, grabbed some of the people she'd been sitting with.
They just rolled
That's
up.
crazy.
And snuck up behind them, chased them, and just grabbed whoever they can. They grabbed two of my friends that were sitting right here.
So insane to me. Chloe says she rushed down here to the Home Depot to try and help as many people as she could or protest when she heard about the raid.
What?
One man says he saw some of these workers run into this job center
really?
set up here in the Home Depot parking lot to use it as a safe haven as they were being chased.
Chicago hood. My girl. Diamond looked like a man. I'm asking for a friend. Her name is Diamond, but that's a little sketchy. Oh my God. Oh my God.
By the federal agents.
They came through the homeless camp right around the corner from the Home Depot.
Witnesses say they took people from this nearby homeless encampment and detained a man who had been sitting in this chair near the store protesting ICE. In a statement, Home Depot said, "We aren't notified that ICE activities are going to happen, and in many cases, we don't know that arrests have taken place until after they're over. But these sudden enforcement actions are leaving entire communities on edge."
They're just coming in here snatching people.
So they raided all the food vendors here, and they raided the day laborers, and then there's a homeless shelter down the street that they went to as well. But now a whole bunch of flea markets are starting to just shut down in advance. Look at this.
Just weeks ago, this was one of the busiest weekend gathering spots in North Las Vegas. But when Broadacres Marketplace suddenly decided to close its doors, I started digging into why. On June 15th, more than 100 federal agents from ICE and the FBI, many
they
in
raided
tactical
this flea
gear
market.
and masks, swept through the most popular swap meet near Los Angeles. Days after this, Broadacres Marketplace closed their doors. We've now learned through sources the company believed federal agents were planning to carry out a similar operation
Look at it, it's
at
all
the most
shut
popular
down.
swap meet in Las Vegas, Broadacres Marketplace. For U.S. citizen and vendor Mary Padilla,
if they're going to close the entire flea market down in advance of a raid that they don't even know is coming, it must mean that very few people who are legal U.S. residents work at these places.
I feel so sad for the situation right now.
That's what we've been saying, folks. So again, folks who need jobs need to stay on top of this. Oh, Lord Jammer. Oh, Aerosmith. Dude, look like a lady. Yeah, I love that song. Okay, here we go.
Now we are struggling for pay bills too, but we support the community because I have my parents and I support everybody.
Sources tell me multiple attorneys met with Broadacres and confirmed federal agents don't need a warrant to access public spaces like vendor aisles and parking lots, meaning by federal law, management cannot stop agents from entering the public areas of the swap meet. So far, Broadacres has not announced a timeline for reopening, but Padilla tells me that she will continue hoping for the day when she's able to sell her merchandise here at Broadacres again.
So they were able to find one person who the news says was negatively affected by this, but these protesters aren't happy with just shutting down. No, they want to go to the source of where ICE agent teams are staying and hassle them 24/7. Look at this. This is a hotel.
That racket, it's not a concert. It's a protest targeting ICE agents while they try to sleep.
That's terrible.
Across Los Angeles County.
You folks, you see what they're doing here? OMG. Oh. It's like they're trying to provoke a response. How you doing, Beverly? And Fridge Reaver, how are you doing? Beverly said, Diamond, you mean cubic zirconia? Beverly. Lamont says, I identify as a hamster. Okay, I'm so sick of these lunatics. Yes, Tina, yes. Here we go. Oh my God.
Demonstrators are using noise to drive out immigration agents.
This is
The
crazy.
campaign is called No Sleep for ICE. The goal, keep ICE officers up all night.
So again, folks, why are these people not being arrested for disturbing the peace? Why are they allowed to? Okay, so they're doing this, but the ICE agents aren't the only people staying there at that hotel. Why the other people who are just there, they're being affected. They can't sleep either. Why are these people not being arrested? The other people. I'm telling you, if I paid my money to stay at that hotel and all these shenanigans were taking place, I definitely would go downstairs, say, hey, if you can't stop that, just give me my money back. I'll go somewhere else. Non-peaceful protest, boom. Lamont, they have immunity. Exactly. Exactly.
And pressure hotels to kick them out.
So this, yeah, that, oh no, I would not deal with that crap. No way. I know, I'm just watching his videos though, James. I know. All right.
Don't these people have
It started
jobs?
after mass raids on June 6. Agents reported showing up in ski masks and street clothes, detaining people from work sites in predominantly Latino neighborhoods. Protesters now hitting back with megaphones, car horns, and even mariachi music.
Okay.
These late night rallies stretch from Burbank to Long Beach, sometimes lasting past 3 a.m. ICE says the protests are fueled by disinformation and dangerous rhetoric from local officials, but some hotel workers say the pressure is working. At the Cambria Hotel in Burbank, staff say ICE agents checked out after just one.
You come down here and try some of these activities in a red state or, you know, right, Lamont. Now, if you were staying at a hotel and all these shenanigans were taking place, you mean to tell me you're going to stay there and let them take your money? No. Lord Jam and Lips can shove it with the peaceful protest nonsense. Yes. Fridge Reaver. It's become dangerously normal to feel entitled and not accept that the same laws are obligatory for us. All too much jollies due to public misbehavior. Yeah, a lot of public misbehavior. Yeah, Tijuana, he is kind of old. Yeah, Tina, I'm just saying, if I were at a hotel and this were taking place, oh God, hey, if you can't stop it, that's okay. Just deposit the money back on, into my checking account, and I'll just go. So Lamont, exactly. You're not keeping my money, and I can't sleep. You have people out, protesting. Baldwin, waking up ICE agents at 3 a.m. gone wrong. We got arrested. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we try that crap, you better believe it. All right, I'll let some more of this play. So just wanted to let you know some of the things that were going on. All right.
Night. Yelp reviews tanked and guests moved rooms or moved out. And while
that's awful. So these protesters and agitators, they're willing to shut down and destroy businesses in their own community that may employ legal immigrants just to get back at who they see as the enemy. That's awful.
Burbank isn't a sanctuary city. It passed a resolution earlier.
And remember, sanctuary cities. So we said all you have to do is defund. Don't give them federal money. And I think that's what President Trump is. He's working on that. So once the federal money is gone, there will be no such thing as a sanctuary city. Just cut the federal funds. They cannot operate without federal funding. Lamont said, nope, I'm going to play some music that will fix you. Woo! Lord Jammer, we need more Hawaii 5-0. You got it. Book them, Dano. Florida, I'm sorry. This is just so despicable, and they get away with everything. Yes, Chicago Hood. Yes. Sanctuary or purgatory? Sid Lamont, purgatory. Here we go.
This year, limiting cooperation with federal immigration authorities. In Whittier, police fired less lethal rounds to clear crowds, but demonstrators regrouped and kept going. Protesters admit they can't verify every ICE stay, but say license plates,
That's
Instagram
awful.
tips, and unmarked vans paint a clear picture. And for now, they'll keep circling hotels until ICE checks out for good.
So, guys, everything that's going on, again, as you can see, the situation is escalating. We know there's some ICE agents that have been hurt. So the food truck make them pay tax. No, Butterfly, a lot of these jobs are under the table. Tijuana, I also worked at Qualcomm, a big importer of H-1B holders. They employed hundreds of Indian engineers, yes, from India. So they didn't have to pay prevailing wages for computer programmers and computer science jobs. Boom. Tijuana, exactly. Exactly. So the issue is U.S. employers want cheap labor. And they don't want to have to pay benefits. We're here in America. We want health insurance. We want other benefits. Thank you, Lord Jamie. Yes, hit that like button, folks. Share this stream out on your various forms of social media. So I just wanted to share that with you, because that's what's happening. Wow. But yeah, I would definitely. Oh my God. And I've never been to California, but with everything that's going on, and now he's just talking about the ICE block app on the for iOS for people who have Apple products. Florida's been lurking again. Lori said, I would yell out the window, shut up. Laura, they couldn't hear you with all the noise that they were making. If you were not here, we did what he's talking about now. I won't play it because I did a video on that last night. On for those that don't know, I'll drop that. What he's talking about now. Okay. And so we were talking about this last night. This app warns people and lets them know where ICE agents are located so they can flee. So how would you like for some of these people that have SA'd small children? Oh, they get an alert. Now they're gone. So they can violate someone else's child. Okay. That's what we're doing here. Okay. I'll make sure they heard. Oh, okay, Laurie. Laurie's like, no, they would hear me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Where are we here? Yeah. So like I said, I'm not playing that because we did that last night. All right. So anyway, I played the clip with Bondi, and so she's looking into I guess what they're trying to do. I don't know if they're going to shut the app down. I don't know. But Pam Bondi, I just dropped the link. I just dropped that was from the video we did last night, and they are working. I'm sure she's consulting with Trump and a few other people trying to figure out what they're going to do. But they definitely need to shut that app down because people can be lying in wait. And they could, try to unalive because again, it's only escalating. Chicago Hood. My sister worked for Motorola and Qualcomm took over and drove her out for the Indians. She worked on circuit boards for the space program, top secret. That's all I know. Chicago. Okay, Chicago Hood. Thank you, dear. Florida. Thank you, my friend. You behave because Miss Rowland's sending almost everybody to the corner. Florida, it's summertime and I'm still sending students to the corner. Tragic. The tragedy of it all. Baldwin Birds, if we only had a teaspoon of sugar or even the magic of common sense to make this nightmare stop. Okay, Baldwin, I'm ready. Florida, hello, my friend. Okay, Fridge Reaper, nothing wrong about being in Roland's corner. She's a queen of hearts. Thank you, Fridge Reaper. Playing with the queen of hearts. Knowing it ain't very smart. That's Juice Newton. I love Juice Newton. Oh my goodness. He said that crazy people are Butterfly Girl. I don't know what you're telling me here. Chicago Hood said, hey, we're all going to the corner. So what are your thoughts on this, folks? Hey, I say The American, you know what I'm saying? The American people have spoken, and one thing we can say is President Trump is keeping his word. My girls, if anything happens to one hair on the head of an ICE agent, they need to arrest that no testosterone beta boy to alligator Alcatraz. My girls, some ICE agents have been injured, and had to seek medical attention. Some have, like I said, it's escalating. EC, I don't know why these different groups want FBAs to get involved in their protests. EC, oh my God, I watched these people from Haiti and Africa. They're making all of these TikToks talking trash about Black Americans. And yeah, you're not helping us, but I don't know why you think you're so special. They're coming after you, trying to get people to protest. These people are nuts. EC, go on TikTok and even here on YouTube. OMG, there's so many people from Haiti and Africa angry with Black Americans and saying, oh, you think your Black so-and-so and so is safe? You're next. I mean, they are talking trash because Black people aren't in the streets protesting for them. But remember, so many, not all, let me say that so no one's in my comment section, but many don't want anything to do and can't stand and hate Black Americans. So now, why are you on here talking all this trash? Stop it. EC, let me know if you've seen some of those videos. They are everywhere. Woo! The hate is real. Tijuana, one of the worst things about working with the Indian people is they didn't adhere to American standards of hygiene. I would stay outside from the horrible body odor and dirty laundry smell. Oh, wow. Really, Tijuana? Oh, wow. Yeah. When you have some people come from other countries, I've experienced that, people from different countries in Africa and other countries as well. And definitely a different hygiene situation for sure. But Florida, you're being awfully naughty. No, you're being good today, Florida. I love alligator Alcatraz. We need CCOT too, like El Salvador. Oh yeah, Chicago. Oh yeah. Tijuana border jump. I'm so sorry you had to, but like every country, they may not have the same hygiene standards as America, unfortunately. Yeah. James, all I know is that the baby oil was flowing today in Brooklyn for Diddy. Oh yeah, they only found him guilty on 2 charges. Yeah. But they kept saying he was going to get out on bail. He's still incarcerated. Some illegal immigrants, Lord Jammer. Yeah, you're right. Lovely Apple, how you doing, love? Hit the like button. Also, share the stream out on your various forms of social media. Thank you. Lovely Apple, here, Home Depot on 87th Street, they have a Polish hot dog truck. I believe they shut it down, but it's getting hot. Police cars are hanging around. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, any of you who witnessed, something going on, hey, let me know. Wow. So that's basically all I wanted to share with you. Just talk about some of ICE being at Home Depot a lot, ICE raiding, some of the food trucks. Consent to arrest. Baldwin, no. No way. My girls, can we arrest Sleepy Creepy? I wish. He won't even know what's happening to him, my girls. Yeah. They unleashed this problem on America like we didn't have enough. We had enough criminals, and then they imported many others. Police not going to get involved with what they're doing. Yet, Butterfly, yeah, the police in these sanctuary cities are not. They're like, no, we're not helping. And so, Butterfly Girl, you were not here. One of the first videos that I did on ICE, when they first went to LA, and they were holed up in a building, and there were a lot of protesters out there. I mean, it was a dangerous situation. And it's like, the mayor of LA, and they were just proud. Oh, we're not helping. That's not what we're here for. So Yeah, I'm glad that President Trump sent in the National Guard. I don't blame him one bit. The whole time, the governor, Newscomb, and Karen Bass removed the B. They're saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong here. What are you doing?" And Mad Maxine Waters, auntie, everyone said, "Oh, we didn't need this. There's nothing. It's just peaceful protest." Okay, Robert, and it is. It really is. But you know what, folks? I just feel we just have to keep everything lifted up in prayer. That's all we can do. And hope that things will, stop escalating. But these protesters are causing it. They won't comply. And again, they're helping these people, these crazy judges, these crazy loonies, telling people, is that what it is, traveling mom? Telling them you don't have to listen to ICE, and you can. This is how you avoid ICE. And now there's this ICE block app that shows you where they are, so you can flee. That's not acceptable, folks. It is definitely not acceptable. Tell me what your thoughts are. No hatred now will be tolerated. Peace and love between the races. Love is the only transportation to where there's communications. Okay, there we go. Okay. If you're ready now, come go with me. All right, who knows the song and the artist? Now, my voice is cracking, so I may sound more horrible. Gorilla Cookies, Mad Maxine Waters, and her pig feet shoved into stiletto Tijuana and those Gorilla Cookies from Aunt Esther. He won't let that go. I love it. Tijuana, every time I look at that episode of Severance, son, I think about you. My girl, Staple Singles. Woo! You got it. Yes. No wars will be declared. No economic exploitation. Oh, yeah, that was what, 73? Oh, my God. Take your evil. Come go with me. Genocide. Come go with me. That's my favorite Staple Singer song. So what are your thoughts, folks? That's Pritzker. Government cut Medicaid for ages 52 to 65. No insurance. Lovely Apple, Pritzker and Johnson are not going to do anything for you. The only way you can get anything out of those bums, you have to be illegal. We know the routine. My girls, yep, the Looney Tune characters. Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, the whole crew. Boom. Sometimes I come home, my whole apartment building is stinking. Ew, Chicago. Okay. Tijuana border jumpers off the chain tonight, talking about those Gorilla Cookies. Sticking Esther's face in the dough and making every time I watch that episode, I'll be thinking about you, Tijuana. Oh my God. Woo! I cannot. Humpty Dumpty's running for governor again. Get that bum out of there. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? Sorry, my voice has been bad today. For I must be traveling on now. All right. Too many places I have to be. But if I stay here with you, boy, things just couldn't be the same. Oh, 'cause I'm as free as a bird now. Lord Jammer! Yes, Lord Jabber. He has to go. And this bird you cannot change. Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly free, bird? Yeah. Woo. Luckily, oh my God, Lord Jammer is over. Pritzker. Throw him some donuts or something. Give him a franchise of Dunkin' Donuts. Just get rid of the bum. Although LaWanda Page played an over-the-top Bible thumper, I bet she brought a lot of people to Christ. Yeah, Tijuana. And I don't know if you saw some of her later work. She was on a lot of sitcoms. I mean, she was on there cursing and just doing all kinds of stuff. And I was like, all right, Miss Honesta. But to me, she's always going to be honest. Yes, Lord Jammer, Leonard Skinner, 1973, one of the best rock songs ever. I love some Leonard Skinner now. So that's all I have for you. And since I don't have anything else to do, I won't be working tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. You're only a day away. Rolly, will you move to New Mexico? Joey, you're going to have to move to North Carolina. You know, I have to stay here and finish teaching my students, Joey. Fridge Reaver, finally. My girl just threatened Pritzker with a gym membership. My girl. Oh my goodness. I can't. My girls, you're going to the corner every day. You're just bad. Bad, bad, bad. Oh my God. Woo. I'm off for 4. Okay. Me too, Lord Jammer. I actually don't have to go back to work until Monday. Not the yes. Florida is approving it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Jammer, that's great. Yeah. Jammer, get some rest. If you're like me, sometimes you work so hard, you just get run down. It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And I was watching some more videos before I go. I wanted to let you know more and more Black Americans are walking away from the Democratic Party. I love it. Lord Jammer, oh my God. Lord Jammer is over that guy, that slime bag. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't fake it. For some ungodly reason, we just won't let it down. Because neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Best breakup song ever. Gladys Knight and the Pips, 1973. Laurie, I will come to the corner with anybody. Yes, Chris, how you doing, love? You're on bended knee. Okay, Joey, come on to North Carolina. Suck air and chew ice. You'll lose some weight that way, my girls. Why isn't Jim Clyburn doing an outdoor fish fry for these illegals? EC, he only does it for Black Americans when he wants their votes. Oh my God. Send them to Alligator Alcatraz. Yes. Yep. So I think, did I have one more reel for you? I had a Facebook. That's what I knew. I had one more thing to share with you. I'll share this and then we're out of here. I promise. So again, they're making ICE out to be the freaking Gestapo. If you remember the Gestapo, the police during the Nazi regime. And that is not what they come on. If you weren't here, Butterfly, I did several videos on that. Many, not all. So my African and Jamaican and Haitian brethren and sisterin, please do not come and leave nasty comments. Not all, but many. Butterfly Girl, I need to drop the links. They're angry. Hispanic, a lot of Hispanics too. They're angry that Black Americans are not out here protesting for them. So Hispanics are angry, Haitians, Africans. I've been watching all kinds of videos, and they're like, "Who? You think you're special, and you think that they're just deporting us? You're next. You're next." And Butterfly Girl, a lot of these people did not know that Black Americans are not immigrants. We're Americans. I mean, we need to do a crash course. Secret. You remember Fridge? Yeah, the Gestapo, the secret police under here. Exactly. All right, I wanted you to hear this too. Hold on.
Has historically said that they were targeting. It's very unusual to have an enforcement operation at a place like this, and that is the concern. That, as Tom Homan said to me,
we may be prioritizing public safety threats and national security threats, but if you're in the country legally, you're not off the table. There will be immigration enforcement.
Potentially including working people who wait on a corner like this in order for somebody to drive by and tell them, hey, I need help with my construction project or at my house. And so that's where things have changed here, how operationally things have changed, and how the feelings and the fear have increased here in Los Angeles because the posture of the federal agents has changed, especially when they show up at a place like this. You can understand the ICE protests over the weekend here in Los Angeles without.
So this guy's a low T guy, and you see what side of the fence he's on, right? Right. All right. So yeah. I don't want to hear anything he has to say. I wanted you to hear that crapola that he was spewing. But yeah. Lord Jammer says illegals want Black people to, they're angry. Black people, why aren't you out in the streets? And so I've been watching, oh my God, it's all over TikTok. Butterfly Girl, I need to drop some links for you. You need to watch. There are Africans, Haitians, I think Mexican or I don't know, just Hispanic. And they're all angry and mad and upset. Why aren't you out here? And then Black Americans are making videos responding saying you don't even like Black people and you hate Black people. I mean, it is terrible. I've been watching these videos every day. They're kind of addictive. So Butterfly Girl, as I drop these links, please check this out. I did one because a lot of Latinos are making videos, Haitians, Africans, everyone's making videos. And they're angry. As Lord Jammer said, they want Black Americans to go out and protest. And I'm not protesting anything. This is what I wanted. Remember in Chicago when that illegal was yelling at a Black woman screaming, no more money for you, you lazy. Right. Tijuana. So the people who have been voting for Democrats have been bamboozled. And the 92% of Black women that say they voted for the Curry Queen are like, we're not marching for you. Your community voted for Trump. But everyone here in this chat and me, we're not marching because this is what we voted for. Right? Tijuana, they said, I was asking Prosperity about him. They said that he's been deported. So, you come over to this country. And a lot of them, Tijuana, a lot of these people who come over and spew hatred against Black Americans, they wouldn't be over here if it wasn't for what. Now, I didn't do it because I'm not old enough, but that civil rights generation who fought, who died, who had dogs chewing on them, who had water hoses turned on them, they fought. And then we know 65, the immigration law, we had that. So but they come over here and they hate black people. Butterfly Girl, I check out the videos I did on this African nurse. She went viral on TikTok saying how much she hated Black Americans and she didn't want anything to do with them. They found her information, contacted her employer, and she was terminated. And then there was another African nurse. I did a video on her too. So they come over here with hatred. And they're benefiting from what Black Americans, not me, because I'm not old enough, what the civil rights generation did, right? So now the group of people that you didn't want anything to do with, you're mad because they're not in the streets protesting for you. Which I'm everyone who's here, who's been here long enough, you know why I'm not protesting. This is what I voted for. So Haitians and everyone else, sorry, not sorry. Oh my God, I watched this clip. This Haitian girl, she was real angry. I mean, you think they won't come, they're not coming after you're black. I'll say, but she said something else. And I mean, they're just spewing hate, even when, it's like they're trying to fearmonger, which is not working, but whatever. Lord Jammer, keep Republicans in power because Republicans in Ohio, the Cleveland Browns are going to be getting a new dome stadium. Okay, Lord Jammer. The Cleveland Browns used to be the Baltimore Colts, I think. My girls, yes. So that's all I have for you. I will be live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll probably be live tomorrow probably about 6, I'm thinking. Half-breed. That's all I ever heard. How many of you like Cher? I like her music too. Why was I thinking about that song? Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's all I have. And if you will, folks, as we're still trying to grow the channel, even after I end the live stream, if you will, and Lord Jammer, Florida's been doing it. My girls, I responded to your comment, love. Chicago Hood's been doing it. Joey, I've seen your comments. Tijuana Border Jumper. Those of you who can, if you will go and once I end the live stream, if you will, here we go. Okay. If you will go and leave a comment up under the live stream, up under the description box, that will also help YouTube. They want to see engagement. So please, please, please. And if you go check, ask Lord Jammer, ask Chicago Hood, ask my girls, ask Florida. I respond to all of your comments. The only time I won't is when I have thousands and thousands of there's only one video. You can check my channel. One video where I have not responded to all comments, and that's because they're over 4,000. And every day I answer, I respond to 2 or 3. So, but besides that, hey, I'm on it. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, probably about 6:00 p.m. I'm thinking. Okay. Thank you, Lord Jammer. Lord Jammer knows. Lord Jammer, I go to some of these channels. I mean, big time. They have lots of views. They don't respond to any of their comments. I respond to all of mine. Thank you, Lord Jammer. So people know that I'm not sitting here making it up, so they know that. All right. I'm coming to talk to you in the comments section, and I'll do that as long as you're there. Thank you. You too, Florida. Those of you who may be traveling for the 4th of July, please, please, please be safe. We know some people out there like to suck up the sauce. So you have to drive for you as well as everyone else on the street. I am just going to relax. I normally go back home to Pennsylvania. I think I'm going to sit this one out. I just want to relax. And so I'll just be doing videos probably. Okay. All right. Hey, yeah, happy 4th of July. And be safe. And I will be live tomorrow at 6, Friday at 6, Saturday probably at 6, and Sunday at 4. So check if you miss your notifications, just check to see if I'm live. I'll be live all 4 days. Aurelius Rowland, thank you for being so sweet, and may God bless you. Thank you, Aurelius. God bless you too, dear. So I'm looking for all of you in the comment section, and don't forget, once the live stream ends, yes, Eco, that's why I don't feel like driving. I want to relax. I never get to enjoy my home. I have my flowers. I want to repot some more of my flowers, prune some more of my shrubs. Yeah, there's some things around the house I need to do. Okay. So I think I'm going to stay home. All right. I love you all. Be safe. I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section. And don't forget, even when the live is over, if you leave some comments, I will respond. I'm coming to talk to you right now.